Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 3.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, Week 2, he was electric. See what Week 3 has in store. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Cook able to escape. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
To Jefferson on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
43-yard line.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU, and Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him, his ability to play the ball in the air, and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
A run there with Cook not going to be successful as he'll lose a couple of yards on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 12. Cousins Setting up the screen for Cook. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 19 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
2 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries.
Tannehill's
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's...
Here's Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown.
Complete to number 84.
Corey Davis. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Vikings take over first and 10. At their own.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on first. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Cousins. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Nice play on the ball by A.J. Brown, and he comes up with the reception. He had a terrific 2019 as a rookie. The first one since 1970 to go over 1,000 yards receiving and average over 20 yards per catch.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
Tannehill's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Tannehill's
back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Henry, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Vikings, 13.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Gostkowski for the point after.
Extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
The tackle.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee. Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
And the Titans
Over the middle here to Brown. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The point after try for Gostkowski. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And taken down just past the 20 and about the 21-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Man, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you look.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point try for Gostkowski. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. Evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Number 33.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins. They'll throw complete to Beebe. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A gain of 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
4-yard line.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did Division III football to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. That time a 9-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Humphries. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them the lead, and they feel really good.